you talked about President Obama. I remember growing up, and my grandfather told you, he would always tell me, he said, son, you can be anything you want to, but you'll never be president because they're not finna let no black man in the White House.
Wow.
That's what I just remember him saying that so vividly. You can be anything. You can be a scientist, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a professional athlete, but put president out your mind. They're not letting that happen.
I mean, this is what Tupac said way after you, you know, that you know, it seems heaven sent, but they ain't ready for a black president, right?
Right.
We're saying that. And that was the limit. That was the ceiling that was placed on us. You can do anything. You can be Olympic champion. You can be baseball star. You can be a football star, wide receiver, Hall of Famer. What your own show on Fox would skip, but you can't be the president of the United States of America. And when that barrier got lowered, my God, that's why they attack Obama so hard. That's why they attacked him so viciously. Because they understood that's a real barrier now. Now you can't maintain other lies. If you maintain lies that black people can't do X, when he's president, then you can be a nuclear physicist. You can be a theoretical physicist. You can be a scientist. You can be an engineer. You can be a creator, an inventor. You can do whatever you want to do if you can do that. And that was the signal barrier that was dropped. And again, John Thompson understood the necessity of speaking honestly about the barriers that were imposed upon black people in this country.
Well, that's what they did with the schools. Man, you can't go to Harvard. Harvard's too hard. Yale is too hard. Why don't you get your own institution and go there? Well, if you let me go in there, let me see if I can do the school. Let me see if I can do the curriculum. I don't need you to tell me without giving me an opportunity. It's easy for you to say, I can't do the curriculum if you don't allow me access to it. But give me an opportunity and let me see.
No doubt. And number one, some of them boys and girls at Howard were going to kick the butts of those at Harvard. Number two, some of them brothers and sisters at Talladega and Spelman and Morehouse are going to whip the butts of those who are at Yale. How do we know? Look at the movie with Denzel, The Great Debaters. And when we know that actually occurred, that Harvard debaters got beat by HBCUs. So we know, first of all, y'all were denying our tremendous talent. I mean, Howard Thurman, the great mystic, was there at Howard. Think about Thurgood Marshall. A Supreme Court justice was at Howard University. Martin Luther King Jr., the greatest American who ever lived, as far as I'm concerned, out of Morehouse College. So first of all, stop hating on what we producing out of our institutions. But secondly, you're absolutely right. Let us see what we can do. Let's see what we can compete with. And even when they let us go to Harvard, Du Bois, Rayford Logan, I think, Carter G. Woodson and stuff, they wouldn't let us teach there. Oh, we can go there and get the PhD, but then you ain't gonna let us teach at some of these schools. So they denied us opportunity at every level, blocking us, preventing us from flourishing when we had the capacity to exhibit the most profound erudition and learning that could be possibly shown in this culture.
Because they've done a great job of portraying blacks by their worst, want us to look at the cops by their best. I say you can't have it like that. You can't say because someone has done something, all blacks are like that, but you want us to take the cop that helps someone cross the road or changes the tire or buys diapers for a family that needs that is in need. You can't expect us to judge you by your best while you judge us by our worst.
That's brilliant, and that's what they do. You see, the bad things that black people do, are seen as representative of black people.
Correct.
The great stuff we do is seen as exceptional. Oh, that's Shannon Sharpe. He's a genius, and you are. He's amazing, and you are. But the thing is that that Barack Obama, he's great. There are a lot of Barack Obamas. There are a lot of black people who have been doing the kind of things that he did, and he's an extraordinary man. But there were people before him who were capable of being president. Jesse Jackson could have been president. Kara Mosley Brown could have been president. Shirley Chisholm could have been president. So that there are many other black people who are capable of doing great things, but they don't get the opportunity. So the great stuff we do is seen as exceptional. The bad stuff we do is seen as representative. Whereas, as you said, it's exactly opposite with white brothers and sisters. Hey, it's a bad apple. It's not the tree. No, your tree is jacked up and you're going to have to cut it down or get some different limbs to be sawed off of there. And we're going to have to plant in more fertile ground.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button to become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we always do something before two something.